Hi, Leos, and welcome to your October 2022 read. Yes. Oh my gosh, this just flipped as we're like, what? How beautiful is that to be and to know yourself as independently well, financially well, spiritually well, as the hawk comes to visit you. Right, Leos? Sun, moon, rising, and or Venus. October's change of seasons comes every year, and I know some of us take that the changes of the season, those who live in the areas that the seasons change realize it more than anything of how spirit's timing is everything when it comes to the changes of the season, right? Even though we know, right, that we change daily. We change our thoughts, our ways, everything daily. But what we, and sometimes we change our appearance, etc. So some of you may be changing your appearance, and the experiences that change you, that make you who you are, come from the spiritual realm. Meaning the 3D is all about the instantaneous thought or idea that we say, okay, we're doing it, let's go. Right? But when spirit is intervening with the changes of long term, that takes time, such as a birth. The birth of a child takes time. It takes 9 months on the 3D earth plane. So I'm hearing good things come to those who wait. And that is what you're feeling, perhaps, some of you Leos out there. Okay, so let's get started. Leos, sun, moon, and or rising, and Venus. I added Venus in there for a reason. I don't know what the reason is. You tell me. Okay, this just flipped out. A child. The heart of a child who is pure. Who is leading by their heart and not by their egoic selves, right? This is a child. It could be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. Let's just keep going. Let me get 2 more here. Actually, I'm going to get 3 more. It's just, that's just the way we roll. Okay? So, we have the Page of Pentacles. We have in the family unit of, right? We have a family. A child is tremendously important. All children are. As we move forward, we are, Leo, looking at the institution of a family unit by which one deems the heart stronger than the materialistic world, or vice versa. What child of yours is, breaking new ground in a business, in a new start of, a new going to college, going to high school, starting something from scratch, right? We're seeing a child start something that their heart is really in it to win it, I'm hearing, right? The family's proud. Oh my God. And the love is loud. Loud love. Ooh. Who said that? That was Chris Cornell. So Chris Cornell could be coming in to talk about how proud. I don't know if he's a Leo. I don't think so. I don't know. But he could be emulating the energy of Chris Cornell's child and the love that a father and or a mother have for their child. the great love that we have, but someone's child could be in the public eye as his is now, right? And under all the seasonal changes of time, how we grow to love someone so deeply, being that of a child. And how life in our world is balanced by the fact that we have our children, be that one or whomever and how many you have. That be, I am hearing stepchildren as well. Libra comes here, Libra moon, right? We have that Libra new moon that just has happened. So that could be the course of time that is going through, right? The new moon, where we're starting over, a child is starting over, and or one of your children are starting something new that they love to do. They're showing us also how beautifully balanced we are able to see in the family dynamic of love and money. How much love we have for ourselves brings in a new beginning of understanding that when we love what we do for a living, everything just flows according to spirit, right? It just moves beautifully. If it's a new child that we are embracing in a home where we have, a new baby that's just been birthed, it's beautiful, huge love. It could also be someone found out that they're pregnant. Congrats. Huge congratulations if you just found out you're pregnant. You're so excited because you're going to be a mother and or a father. If it is a mother-father dynamic with a child, this could also be, there could be a legal case of some sort that comes to the forefront about how much, like, are we fighting for the love of a child? And are we fighting for that love through the materialistic value of one's love, or are we really showing up as our authentic love? So is someone battling through a perhaps separation, divorce, alimony, child support kind of thing, right? Child support being with the child, obviously, but this could be alimony too. What's fair and just? What's fair for the child that we love? We have something in common. We balance the love of a child and the time that we put in to give to that child and the blessings. Some of you are giving money to a child to go back to school to do what they love, perhaps a trade school, right? It is certainly, and I just looked down at my deck here, the Tarot Royale that I use all the time, my go-to is children for sure. Are we weighing out, which is kind of crazy, but it happens, I'm not going to lie, it happens, right? Where someone's weighing out the love of one child versus the other, and something really weighing heavy on someone, because I feel that someone verbally, under the guise of alcohol, hello, look at this. Under the influence of alcohol, someone blurted out, well, you loved Johnny more than you loved Tommy. And that hurts. And then she shows up. Ooh, and look at this. I just heard Miss Moneybags. Someone's very well-to-do. Someone's getting a huge payout. Someone has gotten a huge payout. And as someone celebrates a huge payout, one is celebrating and one is not. So it could be definitely a divorce, right? It looks like someone's separating ties, cutting off the ties, and saying something that really is like above and beyond the call of being someone being righteous, I just heard. A righteousness about someone. And it's not in the heavenly realm. It's all about the earthly realm. Yeah? It's about children without question. Worrying if a child is okay. The transformation that a child has made in their lives. Has a child been transformed, I'm going to say it, with the lies and deceit of another family member? Who's being honest? Who's being righteous? And for what purpose? For love or money, right? You know, sometimes that happens, okay? We're not going to say it doesn't, you know. I come from a family of two, my sister and I, and it was all about the financial love versus the authentic love, right? Did someone get more attention, Leos, in the family dynamic as, well, they're successful because they're smarter than you, or, you know what I mean? That kind of like a parent saying it off the cuff and not really meaning it, but saying it, that's cutting through some bullshit also. All right, Leos, Sun, Moon, Rising, and or Venus. Let's see what the Light Seers deck has to say. Look at this. Definitely family. Two of Wands and the Knight of Cups. Right? A child that grew up feeling very loved, and another feeling very lost. So look. One child got their education or is getting their education or is part of, you know, the educational system, going to college, going to high school, whatever, because these are teens or older. And the other was just given so much love authentically. Love comes in all shapes and sizes, right, Leo? And some of us show it differently. Some of us look at children the way that we see a child, the way that we view the love over the course of time. The seasons changes. Changes not only us as parents, but changes our child, our dynamic, the dynamic of the children. It could be a merging of families where one child is, you know, from one family and the other child's from another. Could be the merging of that family dynamic, right? Two children very differently also. I mean, you got to say it also raised differently completely. So where do we find the balance between our love for one child and a love for another? Do we love one child more than the other just because they are seen as ambitious, driven, bold, and the other is softer, kinder, more intuitive? And what kind of, literally, Leo, values have you placed on both your children? What belief systems, ideologies have you imparted upon your child or children or your spouse? Someone could have been drinking way too much and said something totally inappropriate to the children, right? To a child that cuts. Like, this is like, I really do. I feel that there's some raw truth here. Massive raw truth. Someone just bolted, excuse me. Someone was not able at one time to say what they really wanted to say to the parent and or to the child of yours, right? It could be a divorce situation, whatever. Legal issues are here. It's justice. And when they got drunk, they blurted out what they really felt, which is this. You think you're better because you have more money. You think you're better because you're more compassionate or righteous. Got it? So know that, Spirit's saying, know that during the time of a seasonal change, a child changes too, based upon the course of actions that were taken in another time. The last 10 months, the last 10 years, or a year. A year changes so much. We now, for some of you Leos, you're now cutting through the crap. And you want your children to be happy no matter what. You want them to be happy. You want them to get along. It could very well be a parenting issue that we're fighting over the guardianship of a child. We're having step-parenting issues. Okay, and then, all right, so that's what I heard. One has money, the other doesn't. Right? So a child sometimes can be conflicted when one family is all based upon, just being happy, and the other child has been given and handed the silver spoon and doesn't need to work hard for any love. Do you know what I'm saying? So that is what is happening with family dynamic and children, and, right, a feminine who's very abundantly wealthy. So the mother could be really wealthy, and either she is or isn't in the picture because it could be a divorce. And here, Leo, very happy and well-to-do. It could be an ex of yours, Leo, that is really happy and very abundantly wealthy, independently wealthy, if you will, and shows her love toward her child given the financial means that she has. And it's not a matter of buying someone's love, because one would say that could be very well true. But I don't feel that that's what it is. I feel that one child is loved in two different ways. Some people say this Page of Pentacles, is really spoiled, while the Knight of Cups is maybe more mature because they follow their heart. Maybe they're an older child and this is the baby. And the one that followed the heart, the one that loves so deeply, is the one that maybe a parent gave more attention to just because this one looked like the show-off, even though maybe they weren't. Do you understand? And I'm going to tell you, it happens all the time. And it's not what's sad right now is that this Two of Wands is making me feel that I have to compare the one against the other. The Justice is making me feel that I have to compare one against the other. And how truly sad is it if there was a cutting remark? If there was like truth under the influence of alcohol that came out, that someone just blurted out, you know, that hurt not only you, but it hurt maybe you as a parent, or it hurt you as a child, or it hurts your child. Let's look at the bottom of this deck. Look at that, 3. Could be 3 children. Because we do have, by the way, I mean, truly, we do have the Knight. We have the Knight of Cups. We have, hold on, just bear with me. We have the Knight of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, and then we have the 2 here. So this could be 3 children, one being loving, generous, etc. More about chill, meditative, peaceful, very, very much the compassionate child here. I mean, this child is all heart right here, right? And this child is all about education, steadfast, growing up, knowing that they want to be seen for and valued for their achievements, right? And we have, so we either have 3 kids or we have 2 kids that, right, that are intertwined with maybe a stepkid involved, right? There could be step parenting involved, but 3 of Cups is, right, with the 7. So 7 and 3 is this need for refoundation, dropping what the things that have, dropping as a parent, the ways of old behaviors, and rebuilding a new foundation for the 3 kids or 2 kids to come together as one. Rebuilding a foundation where if it is broken, in so far as a broken family or a mixed family coming together, rebuilding a new foundation for the kids' sake, for the sake of the kids. See? The mother is hurting. A mother is very upset by the truth that was revealed that was harsh. The mother could have walked away, right? Even though she knew it was going to have to happen. She knew someone had to get cut out, or someone did get cut out, or a verbal attack of maybe even a parent was done. Maybe the parent said you were a shitty mom. The divorcee, your ex-husband said you were a shitty mom. And that hurts. Maybe there's a jealous factor between the ex-wife and the new wife, and how the kids feel about the parent merging, the parents split and families merging. It's all about the kids, Leo. All about the kids. And the direction in which we bring those kids all around the world. Understand the thread that comes with the things that we say, the things that we feel, the things that we do for our children. The thread is real. Let me get one more. Look. High Priestess, right? So they both have this knowing, like no matter what, as a parent, we need to rebuild. And we need to figure out how we're going to rebuild under the laws of justice, which are mainly injustice for all. Doesn't necessarily mean just the financial income. As a matter of fact, it's more about the coming together as a community and knowing that when you impart your harsh words and life, the life cycles of what you've been through in a child's life, for a child's life, with a child in their life, how much that has been breeding the thread. The foundation is so important. Look at, again, 9 of Cups. Doing it right this time. Doing it right this time. What is right and what is just are two different things. Don't get them confused with your pride, your ego, your greed, gluttony, worry, guilt, shame. Leo. So important to know the implications that we put not only upon us and where we've been, that imprints, the imprint that you leave for your children. How do you project yourself to your child, to your children? Do you teach or are you learning? Do you know that with your partner, with or without your partner, that you can do it on your own? And that through this, which you may not see it, Leo, as a being granted the blessings of the differences that children bring to us in our lives, is helping to heal our childhood also. So the actions about who you are as a parent, that enters the veins of our children as we are given these children, reminds us of what we encountered as children and what we need to look very closely with, what our truth is about how we do that job. It is the most important job. Remember that. Have a great month. And if you need me, I'm here. Take care.